The Saturn Cube Matrix, a cosmic conspiracy of control. In the vast tapestry of conspiracy theories, few are as symbolically rich and philosophically unsettling as the Saturn Cube Matrix. This theory weaves together ancient mythology, astronomical phenomena, religious symbolism, and modern simulation theory to suggest that Saturn is not merely a distant planet, but the epicenter of a cosmic control system that governs human consciousness. The hexagon at Saturn's North Pole. The theory begins with a real scientific anomaly, a persistent hexagonal storm at Saturn's North Pole, first captured by NASA's Voyager mission and later studied by the Cassini spacecraft. This six-sided jet stream spanning over 14,000 kilometers is unlike anything seen elsewhere in the solar system. To conspiracy theorists, this hexagon is more than a meteorological curiosity. It is a symbolic gateway, a two-dimensional representation of a cube, and the key to understanding Saturn's role in the architecture of reality. Saturn as the architect of the matrix. The Saturn Cube Matrix theory posits that Saturn emits a frequency or energy that traps human consciousness in a simulated reality. This idea draws heavily from Gnostic philosophy, which describes a false creator, known as the Demiurge, who constructs a material world to imprison divine souls. In this framework, Saturn becomes the Demiurge's throne, and the cube is the prison. This concept aligns with simulation theory, popularized by thinkers like Nick Bostrom and echoed in pop culture through films like The Matrix. If reality is a simulation, then Saturn is theorized to be the server or mainframe, broadcasting the illusion we perceive as life. Symbolism of the Black Cube. The cube is a recurring motif across cultures and religions. Islam. The Kaaba in Mecca is a black cube central to Islamic worship. Judaism. The tefillin, worn during prayer, are small black cubes containing sacred texts. Modern architecture. Black cube sculptures appear in cities like New York and Melbourne. Corporate logos. Tech and media companies often use cube-like imagery, suggesting subliminal messaging. To believers in the Saturn Cube Matrix theory, these symbols are not coincidental. They are ritualistic anchors, reinforcing Saturn's control over human perception. Saturn, time, and ancient gods. Saturn's mythological roots deepen the theory's intrigue. In Roman mythology, Saturn is the god of time, agriculture, and decay, mirroring the Greek Cronus, who devoured his children to prevent them from usurping him. Time in this context becomes a mechanism of control, binding humans to linear existence and mortality. Some theorists argue that Saturn has been worshipped under many names: El in Canaanite tradition, Jehovah in early Judaic texts, Shiva in Hinduism, associated with destruction and rebirth. These deities, while culturally distinct, share themes of power, judgment, and transformation, suggesting a universal archetype rooted in Saturn's influence. Fringe connections and modern echoes. The theory doesn't stop at ancient lore. It extends into modern science and technology. CERN. The particle collider is rumored to be attempting to breach dimensions, possibly escaping Saturn's matrix. Quantum computing. Machines like D-Wave are described by some as altars to alien gods, tapping into the cube's computational essence. Cryptocurrency. The blockchain, with its immutable ledgers and cryptographic cubes, is seen as a digital echo of Saturn's control grid. Even phenomena like the Mandela Effect, where large groups misremember historical events, are interpreted as glitches in the matrix, evidence that reality is not as stable as it seems. Philosophical implications. If the Saturn Cube Matrix theory holds any truth, it challenges the very foundation of human existence. Are we living in a cosmic simulation? Is time a construct designed to limit our spiritual evolution? Is Saturn a celestial warden, and the cube its prison? While mainstream science dismisses these ideas as pseudoscience, their symbolic power and narrative depth continue to captivate seekers, skeptics, and storytellers alike.